Hello, I am Mandy. I'm one of the trainers at NSD. Today I'm going to go over how to trim nails as the last video in our series that we've been doing. I have Dyson with me and Douglas. They're going to help demonstrate different positions that dogs can be in when you trim their nails. This is something I have been doing for a long time, so I am quite comfortable with it. So hopefully I can give you some extra tips and tricks today on how to help yourself feel comfortable with this, as well as the dog feeling comfortable. So to start, you're going to need your nail clippers, and I have a treat here with some snacks in it for them. I will start here with Dyson. He tends to be a little more pulley when he's lying down like this. And I go to do his nails. So I find he's most comfortable if he's in a sitting or standing position. So I'm gonna have him demonstrate that for you today. Listen, come over. You up. Good man. So before he's offering me his paw, which is excellent. But if they're not, and that's okay, before I go and just take his foot away from him, I don't want to do that and potentially knock him off balance. You're not going to set yourself or the dog up for much success in that sense. So in order to prepare him for me taking this foot from him, I'm actually going to use my shoulder a little bit and just put a little bit of pressure into his shoulder, taking that weight off that foot for him. This is just going to help him shift his weight over before I pick that foot up. Next thing that I like to do to help myself out is all of this extra fluff here. I'm just going to pull it off to the side. I almost like wrap it around his leg and hold it with my other hand so it's out of the way there. Next thing I find to run into is he has very, very fuzzy feet. So instead of trying to cut a nail with the fur, I am actually going to separate it around that nail and pull it out of the way. I'll share a picture right now of what that looks like so you can understand what I mean of getting that fur out of the way so you have a clear picture of that nail. So now that I can see his nail readily, he's obviously in a very comfortable position as he's not pulling his foot away at all. I then will take my clippers and I'm just going to take a small little piece off. I'm going to give him a reward, let him have his foot back. And then we'll go up again. So I'm going to put my shoulder just into him a little bit there, lift his foot up, get everything out of my way. And I'm just going to take a little bit more off and a little bit. Because he's pretty comfortable with it. So it's okay for me to do a little bit more than one at a time. I'm not trying to get the nail down to the quick in my first cut. I work my way around his nail, taking a little bit off the side, maybe the top, the other side, and I'll work down until I feel like I can see that quick, and then I'll move on to the next nail. When you're trimming their nails, you want to make sure that they are comfortable, not pulling their foot away. When they are nice and calm like that, if they were pulling their foot, I wouldn't be trying to trim their nail at the same time. At that point, you're risking the very likely chance that you're not going to make a very safe cut. Wait until they stop moving, and that's when you can calmly go in and take a little bit off their nail. Once that happens, that's when they get their reward and their foot back. So we want to teach them that when we are doing nails, we are calm and they are calm. It's not something to be stressed about. And if that means that you keep your sessions really, really short so that you feel more comfortable about it, knowing you don't have to do all of their feet all in one go, then do that. That's no problem. Do 2 nails on one day and then maybe 1 nail the next day. Approach it at whatever pace you feel confident with. Every time you do so, you're going to be practicing it, and practice will make perfect with this. Okay, buddy. So that is if they're sitting. I can't obviously do his back legs when he's sitting down. So when I do his back legs, I'm going to ask him to stand up. Up, buddy. Good boy. But I'm going to approach the back leg in a very similar manner. So again, I'm going to kind of lean in a little bit and pick up that foot. Get all of that fuzz out of my way. And then that's when I'm going to take a little bit off of his nail. Like that. Good job, sir. So now that I've gone over a sitting position and a standing position with Dyson, we're going to go over the down position here with Douglas. So I am going to approach it in a similar manner in that I want to make sure I'm looking at his foot from underneath. So I may even ask him to kind of go on his side as he's doing right now. Good job, buddy. From this position, I'm going to want to pull his foot a little bit forward so I can look at it from underneath, rather than trying to cut it in this perspective where I'm only looking at the top of his foot. When you look at the top of his foot, it's a lot harder to see the entire anatomy of the nail. If you look at it from underneath, you'll have a clearer picture of where that quick is and what you're looking for. So I'm just going to bring it forward a little bit, doing the same thing of getting that fur out of my way. And then I'm just going to take a small cut. Good job, buddy. Okay, I'm going to take his fur out of my way. Just a small little. Good job. Here. Nice work.
Lastly, I wanted to share some pictures with you. This first picture shows you what I mean when I have said that I take small bits of the nail at a time. Just a little bit off the side, the top, the other side. I work my way around and down the nail so that I'm more easily able to see that quick before I would get to the point of cutting it. Next, I wanted to show you a picture of some dog nails. So here is one of a dog with black nails. It's been a little bit since they've been trimmed, so you can see the difference hopefully between that nail I haven't cut and the nail I've started to, and then the last one on the outside there I have taken down to seeing that quick. There's also one here of a dog with white nails. Again, same thing, been a little bit of time since they've been cut. So even though I have a lot of nail almost to take off, I'm still going to take it off small bit by small bit. I hope this nail series has given you some more information around the anatomy, tips, tricks, and how to best approach trimming nails. Thank you for watching.